So very simply, when you're doing keyword research, you want to be asking yourself, what is my customer looking for? What are they searching for? What would they be typing into Google? And if you think the more and more you get into the head of your customer and what they're going to be typing in, the better off you are, right? So that's what you want to be doing. That's the way you want to be approaching this when you're doing keyword research. And when you're doing this keyword research, you want to be separating the queries that people type into Google into different types of intent, right? Different intent buckets. So there's 3 high-level ones that I like to sort of organize my thoughts in. The first is a navigational query. We talked about that a little bit earlier. That's when you're using the search engine to find something that probably already exists, right? Comcast account page login, right? Directions to bar in city name. Anything where the vast majority of people are going to click the first result because they've already been to that page, right? You're using the search engine as a medium to find something you already knew was there. People get really caught up in these navigational queries because they use the keyword tool and they say, wow, this is searched for 100,000 times a month. If I can rank for this, I'm going to get all this traffic and da-da-da-da-da. And the problem is that you usually can't rank for it. Like, if you're competing with Comcast and you're trying to rank for the Comcast login, right? People are trying to do that particular action, so you generally want to avoid these. The only time you wouldn't want to be avoiding them if you're the company, right? Like there was a time, a while, where in Mexico, you searched in Google MX and you searched for PayPal login and our login page didn't come up. That was a huge problem that I had to fix. So you got to watch out about navigational queries. When we're talking about SEO, in general, we're talking about this space, which is informational and commercial research queries, right? So an informational query is something like things to do in city name, right? Or some type of like research phase. Best places to honeymoon in country, right? Used cars, 1996 used car ideas. That's a terrible example, but you get the point, right? Like you're kind of you're kind of looking for general information. And then commercial research is like, you have your credit card out, you're ready to transact, you're like getting close to buying, right? This is where a lot of paid search competition happens. It's where Google makes the majority of their money. So the informational query space is where a lot of content marketing happens, right? It's where you can kind of create a blog post, offer a ton of value to the user, and then drive the user to go transact or check out somewhere else. And then commercial research is a little bit closer to the bottom of the funnel, right? Like the user's just a little bit closer to buying. So the very simple way to think about it is informational queries are where you're going to create content and try and convert the user if you can sell them. And commercial research queries is much more transactional. It's like, I'm probably going to be buying within the next few clicks.